Okay, our chair is here, unofficially call the meeting, or officially call the meeting in his absence. Do roll call?
Yes. Here, James Spice.
Here.
Mark Porter.
Here.
Tony Coons.
Here.
Elisa Duda. Here.
A motion to temporarily replace Steve for this evening?
Yes, I move that we appoint Jim Flace as the temporary chairman for tonight's meeting.
Okay, roll call.
James Spice.
Yes.
Mark Porter.
Yes.
William Coons.
Yes.
Elisa Duda. Yes.
Thank you for that, I think. Okay, first on the agenda is approval of the meeting minutes from February 10th, 2022. And we'll do them together. And a special planning commission meeting on February 23rd, 2022. Any changes or questions?
So moved.
Second.
James Spice.
Yes.
Mark Porter.
Yes.
William Coons.
Yes.
Elisa Duda. Yes.
And those were outstanding as always.
Thank you.
Okay, agenda item number 1, it's case number 22-04. This is 528 East Washington Street, Suite A. And who is here for that? Okay, so I have 3 people raise their hands, so we'll start on the left. If you want to state your name and
Yes,
your
Dave
relationship to this.
Yes, Dave Justice, building younger.
I mean, I know, but we're recording, so,
Colin, I'm also the ownership.
okay,
Amy Check, prospective tenant.
great. Well, we'll let you take it away.
Okay.
Any one of you, whoever wants to do it.
What would you like to know from me? We are Schoolhouse Solid. We are an existing business in Mentor. We have a location in Mentor. We've been in business since 2012. We're an architectural salvage antique store. We have 10,000 square feet currently up in Mentor. This would be our second location. I'm very excited to move into the area with a lot of clients down here, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
And what is architectural salvage?
So part of my build of my company does building inspections for projects that will be renovated or demolished for hazardous materials. So a lot of our projects are historic rehabs. So we started our salvage business to reclaim historical components, doors, windows, corbels, things of architectural significance that would go into the trash. So that's how we started in 2012. And we've since evolved to add antiques and vintage furniture into that as well. Yes.
Antique business is kind of a tough time. We're a little bit of a down. Antiques. I guess I'm looking at my daughter, who care less about all the wonderful antiques we have in our house.
Well, it's a misconception, I think, because traditional antique stores are not experiencing the boom that we are. We had 7 times growth during the whole COVID shutdown of our business, and so we're seeing just astronomical growth. Part of that is due, in fact, to we ship all over the country. So we probably right now are 50% local, 50% shipping, and we're just trending up at this point.
Would be your competition. I mean,
We don't really have a competition, I would say in this area, maybe other home decor stores, but we're a very unique business model. And we really are a destination shop, if you've heard that term. People will come to us because of who we are and because of the brand we've built. So I always say we don't really have competition because we're a unique model.
somebody like the Rust Belt renovation.
Yeah, they're a little bit different in that they do custom builds with reclaimed materials, and we have seen them on a lot of our historic rehab projects downtown. We work a lot, we just worked in the Terminal Tower, we did that whole historic rehab with the K&D group. And those types of reclamation firms do big builds where they'll build like a big counter out of salvage materials. We're more of the home decor consumer. So we bring our items to a consumer that would like to put them in their home.
Don't mean to be snooty, but you're probably doing a clientele.
We deal from anyone, wide range, let's go with the wide range. So we have a wide range of clients, and I think that's why we've seen such a growth and success, because we don't pigeonhole into just one client. We sell a $5 item and ship it to Maine, and then we sell 8 doors to a guy that needs them for his house in this local area. So we really service a wide variety of people. And I think because we didn't pigeonhole ourselves, we were able to see such growth.
What type of things would you have if you wanted maybe pieces of doors?
Well, if you go into our showroom now up in Menor, we have everything from barn beams for mantles to antique furniture to painted furniture. We sell a whole line of furniture paint, actually 2 lines. We have, anything. We have small glassware items all the way up to reclaimed doors and lumber.
And then how would that compare, I'm sure it's a much smaller scale, but to what they normally have in the village?
We do 99% vintage antique. And from what I understand from just a brief visit, I would say that the style is the same, but they are much more new furniture. Vintage to new, yes.
Wholesale and retail. You have,
You're asking me?
yeah,
Yes, we do wholesale. We have people that shop our store for their own store and buy wholesale, yes, and we do retail.
it's a great location, pretty great.
So as far as hours, our business model has also seen success with limited hours. So we currently are in Menor, are open Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we hope to pair those hours the same down here. We may extend a little bit to get the restaurant crowd in that area, but we're kind of a limited, you gotta get there when we're open, and it kind of creates an urgency feel to it.
So you're constantly, like, oh, it's Saturday, there's a bunch of new stuff in the store, is that?
There's new things every day.
Okay.
Every single day, and I think that's the other reason why we've seen success. It's not the traditional go into an antique store, you'll see the same thing now as you did last year. We have people that come in every time we're open because there's something.
Then how do deliveries work?
Well, we, don't take any really, we don't have a loading dock now, so we just are basically pickup truck. I have a 16-foot box truck, 14-foot box truck, that's the biggest truck we run. And deliveries in that location will most likely be in the back. We will probably unload small things up in the front door just for convenience.
Dave, I saw on this thing, there's this area, it says outside area for storage containers. Is that existing or part of this application?
It's existing.
Oh, okay, I just didn't think that. Although if I, next time I go to the restaurant, I'm probably
I mean, it looks like you're gonna fill 9,700 square feet.
I currently fill that in Mentor, yes, we have the same sizing here.
Where exactly are you at now?
We're on Tyler Boulevard, so we're between 306 and 615 towards the 306 end.
Okay,
There's a glass work there.
yeah, I know, very good
Right
class.
there. So we're at the corner of Clover and Tyler, where that new stoplight is.
Mhm.
And we've been there for 8 years. This is
Okay.
our 8th year.
Wow.
No, I think this is great. Sorry I was late. Apologize. I think this is, especially for this area, and I appreciate your comment there about who the clientele is. The desire to find refurbished old stuff is really big right now, and I love that you're bringing this into South Russell.
We appreciate that. We have several, probably 15 or 20 clients from here that drive to us, and they're very, very excited that we're around the
Yeah.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, Dave, any issues?
No, myself and the fire marshal met, the owner of the property, and we walked through it, and it complies with the zoning, it complies with the fire marshals, and everything's good.
Great.
No problem with parking, it appears.
No.
Who wants to do it?
I'll move that we-
I'll second the motion.
Great?
Steve Lefferts,
Yes.
James White.
Yes.
Mark Porter.
Yes.
William Coons.
Yes.
Lisa Rudolph. Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you. We're very excited. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
We're gonna do a soft opening, preview and invitation kind of thing, and then we're gonna hopefully do a grand opening later in April. We're very excited.
Keep my wife.
Come down to my side.
I'll see y'all there.
I think that's the
Thank you.
See ya. Okay, I'll relinquish my temporary chairmanship to Steve, so.
Oh,
We're on agenda item
Thanks for
2.
getting it going, guys. I appreciate
We
it.
would have waited, I didn't.
No, it's okay.
Because I thought last time you said you
Did you guys approve the meeting minutes?
Yeah, we're on number 2,
Yes.
we're.
Good, okay.
we're-
Excellent. Yeah, I might, actually, I don't remember everybody's name, so I don't know, whatever happens from time to time. Hi, Peter. Hi. Welcome back. Thank you. Tell us about your sign.
Well, we wanted to put up a new panel sign that kind of matched the design of the building that we renovated there at 477 Industrial Parkway. So that was the goal. I'll leave it to you to tell us whether we did any good or not.
Can you buy other buildings back there? You do a really good job. I mean, yeah, that,
I don't know. I don't have any comments on this. I think it looks like a great sign, and I mean it's in the back. But comments, questions.
yeah, I mean, you're moving it a little to make it a little more visible as you drive into the meeting.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Which is smart.
Yeah. And we put that red 477 on it, so, as people drive up to those corner there, they know what they're looking at, The building and the sign should match.
It's quite an improvement over the old sign.
I'll say.
I was joking with Ruth, this is the most comprehensive sign submission I've ever seen.
The sign people saying, you gotta get this right for the folks there at the planning commission. So I got multiple schematics here.
Is it LED backlit?
It's not
Lit at all.
lit at all.
Okay.
You plan on lighting it at some point, when you see this is?
It's, no, I mean,
How are the early morning CrossFitters going to see it though?
well, that's gonna be an issue. But CrossFitters find a way.
Yeah, that's he's really anchoring that in there,
I mean, at most, and this is not in the plan, I haven't even thought about this till this morning, we might put a ground light on it. That would be it.
Is there electricity that runs out?
Well, we don't have power to it right now, so, figure that out. But not backlit, no.
The 477 you put on the building was a very nice touch.
Yeah, that turned out.
Because some people get back there and they're like, where am I?
With the big issue with that little industrial subdivision back there is that people drive back and they get confused. They don't know what's going on back there. Signage is gonna be stated, and the buildings aren't well identified. So one of the things that we wanted to emphasize when we did the renovation was making it clear identity so that the tenants, can say we're at 477, the tenant would drive back here and they'd be able to find the building without hesitation.
I move to approve.
Second.
Steve Rakovic,
Yes.
James White.
Yes.
William Coons.
Yes.
Mark Porter.
Yes.
And Lisa Bell.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for making it look so nice back there, I really, I'm not just saying.
Some smart person developed the mixed use zoning code in the district several years ago. And it's really caused a little, we can't believe the quality of planning calls that we get on a consistent basis for those buildings back there. So we're
That's great. We'll buy some more and put some on, please.
Will you be here next month with somebody else?
Sorry?
Will you be here next month?
Well, in fact, we have a new tenant moving in our 516 East Washington Street building, maybe back next month. We might do it. Great. Okay.
Thank you, take care.
All right, bye now.
See you Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peter. So I didn't vote. I think it's all good, but I did want to put in the official record, as always, I thought minutes were awesome. Thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
So there's, what was the adjustment, blanking, there was an adjustment to the agenda. Did we get that in here?
Just the approval of the minutes.
That was it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and I emailed you about the Pony Boys wanting to discuss when they should be back, and I didn't know if that was gonna be under new business.
So I don't think so. I don't think we need to bring that up tonight. I will say I ate there. It was crazy. I talked to the chef owner. There was nobody in it. And he told me it was like the first night ever. The
When
food
were
was
you there?
delicious. It was there, Tuesday. No, Monday night. I was there Monday night.
Saturday.
I was there Monday night.
4 a.m.
After
I've gone another time
After the 4:30.
and it was quite good. I think things have changed, so I think it's doing well. I think we should push it off. We don't need to address that tonight.
No, I think we gotta wait a little while. I mean, you sent me that text, you went in there, and you said it was,
Yeah, you need
a little overcrowded.
It was definitely, like on the crowd nights, it's overcrowded, for sure. I haven't seen any, I don't know about you guys, even that night, parking didn't, I didn't see cars backing up into East Washington, so that
I
was
didn't
good.
see that, and it wasn't a backup, but they were all parked like straight across the front. of the-
Yeah.
And it was only like 5 cars here.
Yeah.
It was-
I think, as far as I kind of really pay attention to every time I drive by there, they seem like they do have the valet situation
And it could have been
handled very well. I mean, there's always 2 people there,
Yeah.
they're moving the cars. And I have noticed that a lot of people are self-parking over the different buildings and walking, so. It is what it is.
I think the big thing is, it's just now Ryan and his wife Kristen. So I think they're very serious about making it work there. I think it seems like they want to be very good tenants, so they're gonna work with us to address that. So,
The whole thing, we haven't heard from, the owner of the Hunan property, have we? No, so that's good.
Very quiet.
yeah. Okay, good.
Any problems down there, Dave?
No, the sign contractor contacted me and asked about the regulations for the sign, ground sign. And if they choose to go that route, they're gonna have some obstacles with zoning board of appeals, planning commission size of sign, distance off the highway, distance off the property line. That's in his hands, and he said, well, we got a handful here, and I said, you should do.
There's nowhere to put it, they should just put it on the building.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
What are the rules about that, Dave? They were gonna put it on the building?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the building, and then he decided, no, we're not gonna go that route, we're just going to, put the little logo or whatever they have. But, I think once I, mentioned the sign regulations and where you have to put it, we might be revisiting that wall sign. It's gonna be small because of the frontage of the building, but it's still doable to give them some kind of notice.
I don't think they're gonna, sound like maybe they're gonna cut down the whole sign that's.
Yes, I could go ahead and put it down.
That'd be-
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Bill, do you have something else?
Steve, Mark and I met with the owner of the Manor Homeowners Association. A lot of questions about landscaping.
Yeah.
So we told them we should have that by the end of June, and that they should come to the July 14th planning commission meeting. But I thought we better check and make sure everyone's gonna be in town for that, so.
I saw that article in the paper and I thought, I thought that you and Mark, I liked your comments, at least a little bit on the paper report.
I am actually out of, I'm out of the country on the 14th.
We'll get it, but.
So, yeah.
Actually, I'm
Really? Well, maybe we should look to move that meeting. But that's good. So what is,
you don't wanna try to do it in June?
No.
You think you don't think
Yeah.
Eric will be having that? If we do it in August, you guys aren't gonna be able to do this until the fall, right? The plans.
No, yes, that's what, we pretty much told them, no matter what we come up with, it's gonna probably change in October,
yeah,
once the job is done, but.
I'm sure they are,
Concerned.
I understand because, so this is exactly, Jim, what you had brought up, the folks that live right there where this is happening. So I think there is a limited ability to really do anything from their perspective in a legal way, but I think the village does want to try to work with them, and the whole point of our approval conditional upon some of the landscaping is because we recognize that it needs to happen, but we also want to protect what's there. So, yeah, I mean, it all comes down to what the village thinks it can do when we look at landscaping. And I mean, is there anything like draft or preliminary or anything along the way that's not like, I mean, does it really take 4 months to come up with what can be put back in? I mean, why is that? I mean, it's a landscaping plan and.
Eric will just pass it off to his landscape people, and they could have 5 projects in front of them.
That's the problem, yeah. I mean,
And
CT's got a whole landscape architecture
Right.
section, but they're doing credit.
Is Craig Moore still there?
His protege is there, and Craig's trying to get out of it. So you want to go back to July 21st?
Or July 7th, I don't know, so we can report them. People are
Either work for me.
21st?
So you first have to do.
No, I'm not.
How about the 7th?
Oh, trip.
We can do the seventh.
The 7th is fine.
Well,
Is that what
I can't be there.
Well, then, no, we
Yeah, no, you gotta be there.
can. 28th,
For me.
are you like changing your citizenship?
No, it's just the 28th is good, 28th is
We could do the 28th.
good. Close. I'll be in Croatia.
28th is bad, okay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, talk about building trust.
Okay.
We tell you to show
I mean,
August
July.
11th? I mean, that's our
What-
next.
what-
What, you want to just cancel our July meeting?
It's good, August.
Oh, we told the
Yeah.
Vanderburg people,
Listen, I think we can unofficially provide them in some insight into what's happening if Eric and CT is gonna have it done without being in a formal meeting. I mean, unless somebody has a problem with that, I think, Mayor, if there's some preliminary plans, you can meet with them, but like, we won't take that up until August then.
I have no objection.
You guys
told
okay with
me, why don't we, when Eric sends the plans to planning commission, I have no problem with him sending it unless you think that's his stuff.
No, we told them, as soon as we get it, we'll have it.
Then let's say,
Which would probably be in June if we get it on 90 days.
Great.
But they still, right now, planning commission's the good guys, making the village have a lynch, so
Yeah.
they want to keep that trust.
Yeah.
We can
why
also
don't
make, we can make the plans, whatever they are, if they're submitted, like draft or preliminary, it's available on the website.
yeah, that's a good
we
idea.
told them that they're public records and they can be accessed by anybody on submission by the engineer. I think that's a nice way to handle it, because I hate, we told them one thing 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
that there would be a planning commission meeting and then a council meeting. And tomorrow we go back and say, oh, wait a minute, it won't be planning commission in July, we're gonna
Yeah.
move it,
They didn't know about our international travel plans.
Well, no, this is good. We know July should be canceled.
Okay, so I move
No
to
meeting in
cancel
July.
the July meeting. Want to do that? Want to do my motion?
I don't know that we have to. I mean,
You should
Okay.
cancel your regular meeting if for some reason you have to schedule specials.
no, I mean by motion.
Oh, I'm sorry, absolutely,
Oh, okay. We have never done that before, so.
I know.
Nobody want- I made the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, Steve Eckman.
Yes.
James
Yes.
Harris. Mark Porter.
yes.
William Coons.
Yes.
Lisa Bernard. Yes.
And then we'll tell the Annabelle folks, our regular meeting on August 11th.
Mark it on.
Unless we're gonna have a special meeting after it comes in.
Yeah, we can always move it out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, when is this thing supposed to, you said it's supposed to be done by July 4th?
90 days, which would be the end of June.
Oh.
And probably August then.
Yeah.
Because that works. You give it a month to people review it or whatever.
I think if they see the plan,
Yeah.
that will make them feel like things are on track, which they will be. And it seems to me like planning commission should review it, get its approval or denial or something before council weighs in on it. Does that sound right to everybody?
Yeah, because we may put more onerous restrictions on you, right? Or,
Want more grass.
yeah. Or maybe-
Taller trees, redwoods.
I think the one guy was talking about doing you know, like burning, like you wanted to maybe do something like they did behind the gas station, I think is what he was picturing, but I was looking at like the topography over there, especially with that retaining pond, and I don't know if that's possible, so,
I don't think so.
but again, I think those are things we would have to talk through.
Plus, I mean, are they gonna move there's a big huge mound right there in the, you know, with a lot of, plant right next to the
They're not
road.
gonna touch that,
They're not touching that,
Yeah.
so,
that's not an easement.
that's right, it goes around,
Yeah.
it's in front of them. Okay, well, that's a good point.
Were they okay, or were they,
They were very,
only a couple of them were.
cooperative
Okay.
in the sense that they wanted information, which we gave them to the best of our knowledge, and as we're predicting what the plan is going to look like that we haven't seen. And that, the village is responsive to their concerns about noise and, you know, the appearance, what it's gonna look like. And, when the mayor showed them what the place up in Painesville or someplace looked like to begin with, and then 5 years later, I think that made them realize that whatever happens with the clear cut, that's not the final state. So I think that was a good thing to have, and, you know, matter of phase 2 might come down the road.
I watched it on the YouTube, so I was looking for something else on there. And someone was, I might have misinterpreted that it sounded like they were pushing, like, so you don't need a phase 2. Like, they wanted a confirmation. Did you pick up on that?
Oh, yeah.
Someone was really pushing for, well, then this should do it, you don't need phase 2. And I'm talking to people and
But she was with us tonight, and I think maybe not 180 return, but at least a 90 return.
Okay.
Wasn't
That's
negative.
Okay.
Went dark on that.
They may be open phase 2, but let's finish phase 1 and see how it goes.
I gotta tell you, I mean, I from reading the article, I think you kind of sounds like you made a comment like, boy, this is like the 11th and a half hour, and I'm hearing all this. I've kind of followed this all along. I was very surprised. I didn't realize there was any opposition. I thought, I mean, other than the one HOA seemed like they were trying to shake you guys down for money. I never heard this like groundswell of we don't want this, we're fighting it. I mean, they had to give you the one, they had to give you the easement.
Yeah, Whitetail gave us the easement, the Manor Gardens people are in a position where they see it.
No, I understand, but yeah,
That's who was here
they
today.
wanted to give you an easement too, though, but they just
Yeah.
wanted to, you know, take.
More like a lease.
And I understand the Manor Brook, I mean, listen, they don't really have the ability to control anything here, it's not within their legal rights, it's a different easement, but this is why we live in a village where we do, because we are trying to take into consideration all the different stakeholders.
If we told them if this were a warehouse, we would have had a landscape plan also, just so you don't have to look at the back of the warehouse.
Yeah.
And they're 100 yards away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you could put up your own trees too. The whole attitude, had changed. It was very, you know, they did admit, I wish we'd known this sooner. It's like, this is the 38th month.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I just wanted to sneak up on anybody, that's confusing. And shame on whoever's in the HOA leadership, they should have been keeping everybody informed on it, if they were truly surprised.
there's other issues of relationships down there.
Okay. I think we were pretty clear as a planning, I mean, I don't know, you guys, you know, council representatives, but I think we were pretty clear that we're treating the village like we would a private developer. So that's my attitude.
Okay, well, we'll get that, and I think that's a good plan.
No.
Okay.
All right. So we had some old business. I'm not sure. I don't really want to go through any of that tonight.
Okay, how about under old business discussion, short-term rentals, can we knock that off? I don't know how to officially kill it. I think short-term rentals are not an issue, but I think long-term rentals are something that we gotta work with HOAs. There's a,
I was reading the emails that we got, and there were like half were in favor, because they have them.
Right.
And then there was, I don't know what subdivision it was, but one of the letters was somewhere where it's concerned with their HOA, they don't know of any right now, but they're concerned, what if someone starts to do it? These were all emails that came in December. Like, I don't know if that's resurfaced at all, that one of the emails, they said, what's short term and what's long term?
30.
That's what I would think,
No, that is what we defined it as.
So 30 days, so.
Yeah, because 30 days is a month-to-month rental of a home that we are not trying to regulate like that under the short-term rental, zoning changes that we've been discussing. So Mayor, you, I'm hearing you say you want to table the entire addition to the zoning, changing any of the zoning around this to permit and regulate short-term rentals.
I don't think, I don't think it's a problem. I don't.
The ones that are there are being very responsible. It's if someone,
Yeah, I think we should do it like we do most other things, wait till it blows up. And
Right.
then try to fix,
And address the
pass something.
I'm good with that too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, listen, we did a fair amount of work on it. We have it there if we need it. And we've got a good record of the discussion around it. We've even got proposed regulations. So, we're ready. And I will add this, I also think that just having that will help us regulate if somebody tries to take advantage of it. Knowing that the planning commission's already discussed this, like, don't push it. I think we got pretty reasonable residents, so hopefully we don't get the one that gets out of hand, but.
Jim's got a good point. If it blows up, we have plenty of research that you did.
Yeah.
But what it looked like, the what ifs that you sent us with them, oh my God, never thought of that. They were kind of,
the one ad in my community, they did clean it up. In Greenville, the mayor too, the things that sounded of concern, they changed. and moved it from there.
Okay. All right, great. Well, I think that concludes the agenda.
Do we need to, did you make a motion to that, or is that necessary?
I think we should table it. We discussed it, let's not put it on the agenda.
Yeah, we'll pull it off the agenda moving forward.
We have to go
No,
through.
it's.
Okay, just an agenda item. I'll just won't put that on the agenda.
All right.
Okay,
Move to adjourn.
great.
Thank you.
Return. Thank you. Red or not red?
Or you can check it out.
Yes.
Yes.
It sounds,
Is it on?
when I turn it off, it sounds like it's on.
So, was that
you get the echo.
Oh, yeah, now that goes.
Oh, yeah, that's,
We have to end this meeting.
I'm just waving to the live audience. Does it say how many people were watching?
One.
I think that's
One person.
All right. Hey, you know what? That's great. One person